Okay, welcome back everyone. This Module 2 fact sheet will provide you with background information on critical thinking and organizing, also known as the pre-writing concept. So let's go ahead and get right into the specific details. An overview. Uh, in this module, we are going to be talking about the concept of critical thinking. Now again, critical thinking is somewhat different from what we do on a normal basis. As you can see, subjective thought is the thought that we do probably 90% of the time. It's that which we do not spend a lot of time thinking about. It's, I'm hungry, I'll eat what I want to eat, so on and so on. Critical thinking, on the other hand, requires time, requires effort, requires background, and is something that frankly is very difficult to do initially, and as you become more adept at it, you will do much better. But for business, many of the decisions, correspondences, whatever that we will do, will require critical thinking to ensure that the message that we want to send to the receiver is accurate. We'll talk about the need of critical thinking. Again, I pretty much gave you an idea, but there are other ideas, other concepts that we need to consider. Once we get all of these great critical thoughts, we need to organize them into meaning. Now, if you recall my wonderful artwork with the stick men on the board when I wrote or described or diagrammed the communication process, the sender of the message, before actually getting into the functioning of sending and encoding the message, has to think about and has to organize these thoughts. Now, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here, the thinking about is, for example, an artist with a blank slate. What they do, unless you're into impressionable type of artwork, they think about what it is that they want the image to look like or say. So they think about a number of things. They think about, a landscape. They think about, a sky scene, maybe a field scene. And at the same time, they're bouncing around with colors. Maybe yellow for a bright sun, some white clouds, green grass, brown hay, maybe animals, a cow, maybe brown cows, black and white cows. But all these things are mumbo jumbo. That's the thinking. But before they actually take a brush to the pad, what they have to do is organize it and figure out, how is this going to look? What do I do first? How do I present it first? So that's what we're talking about with the organization. Now, for our purposes, there are a couple of ways we can do. We could do graphic organizing, which is basically drawing out the thoughts that we have about a message. Then for a writing component, we convert that drawing into an outline, which I'm sure we all have done at one time or another. Now, some of the readings and viewings we're going to do. I separated out critical thinking and organizing because we're going to discuss them separately because, well, they are two unique activities. First, critical thinking. You will see that the postings primarily for critical thinking are available on the due date presented, on the date presented and the due date presented. Organizing also is shown there with the available date. Which next you will see the review combined. I do have a combined for review for critical thinking and organizing, and they are both will be presented, and again, this is the review at the end of the module discussion, will be presented on the date provided. The assignments, well, there's a number of them to help show, to help bring this information to light. First of all, we have our pre-discussion quizzes. Again, two separate quizzes, one for critical thinking, one for organizing, assigned dates, due dates shown. Next, there will be a team assignment called Meteor Strike. This, again, is a critical thinking assignment. You have to take an overall situation and be able to select a few variables from a great number of variables. So critical thinking skills will help you here. The assign date and the due dates, or dates in this case, are presented there. A peer review one. If you recall earlier in the term, I mentioned that each team member will be able to evaluate the participation involvement activities of their other team members. We'll spend more time on it, but you will see the assigned date and the due date there. Again, we'll talk more about that. I have a team graphic organizer outlining activity. Again, if you recall, I said generally speaking on Mondays, we will discuss a new topic. I will present or provide you a team activity. This is one in case, which will be due on the following class, which is generally a Wednesday. On that Wednesday, we will evaluate it, and then I will give you, as you can see here, an individual activity very similar in context, if you wish, to the team one. So again, that is what you see here with regards to the team and the individual. Finally, the Module 2 quiz. After we're all said and done with Module 2, assign dates, due dates there. Okay, that pretty much ends the introduction fact sheet for the Module 2. As always, if you have questions, shoot me an email. Thanks. Have a good day.